Agricola 4 is an exemplary work of the possibilities of sculpture. You could connect it to the figure. You could connect it to pure abstraction. You could connect it to various sources such as surrealism or tribal art. Each individual layer of the sculpture enriches the next view that you have.
I can see within the trajectory it is so radical. What makes this object so pinnacle within the whole spectrum of Smith's contribution?
Smith really was a pivotal artist in opening up this arena for what could be included in something that we're going to call a sculpture. Smith was pulling from painting, he was pulling from drawing, and he was pulling from this idea that you couldn't really have one specific view of the work that you could become comfortable with. He was changing the nature of the way the viewer ultimately has to interact with the work of art. The Agricola series is the inclusive nature of his vision reaching its mature kind of climax.
The sculpture that we're selling is from 1952. We're in this prime period where he's seizing these ideas. He's clearly very confident in his vision. What is the root of the Agricola series?
Agricola is the Latin word for farmer. To identify himself as a farmer, as someone that's creating something that's living, I think was absolutely essential. These objects were not only abandoned parts of farm machinery, but they were parts of an abandoned culture, an abandoned life. And that was the poignancy of it, that these objects had lost their meaning, lost their use, and basically they could just be discarded. He could take them and make a new structure that was purely a visual experience. The breakthrough of the Agricola series is a metaphoric change in the way that found objects are used in art. Agricola 4 is one of the first works that creates its own sense of motion, something that became almost emblematic of Smith as an artist. Out of a piece like Agricola 4, you can see someone like John Chamberlain emerging. You can see, to a degree, the full commitment to the industrial method of making art that would allow for an artist like Donald Judd. Smith absolutely, over and over again in all of his writings, refers to that the only subject of the work is his own identity. It's about him, and the act of making the work is an affirmation of that positive potential that humanity has. And I think Agricola 4 embodies that.